Hello everybody, welcome back once again to another episode of the Rockstar Logic series. So, this right here is a nightclub, alright? Now, I don't know about you guys, but last time I checked, nightclubs are not located in the middle of the goddamn harbor. So why is there a nightclub out here? Doesn't make any sense, but on top of all that, you can clearly see that there's a road right here, right? Yeah, you can clearly see that there's a road right there. So, I'm going to return that vehicle to storage over there. And I'm going to call my car soon enough. Okay? So, come on, let's call the car. And let's just wait for that car to spawn in here. So, remember, you can see the arrows on here. It's clearly a roadway for cars to spawn, but when you call a car here, it spawns on the other side of the river. But it gets even better, because if I register as an MC, and that is not an MC. Okay, why? Okay. If I register as an MC, and I call my Oppressor Mark II, it spawns right next to me. So you can call motorcycles over here, but you can't call cars. Cars spawn on the other side of the freaking river. What sense does this make? None. Oh man, this one is funny as hell. So, here's the Overflood Tyrant. Whenever I first started this game, this was my dream car to have, and now I have it. But that's besides the point. The windows. So window tint is supposed to tint your windows, right? And it does. You know, it also tints your freaking tail lights. Look at that. It tints the tail lights. So you can put limo windows on your car, and it will tint your taillights. Why? Also, just gonna say this right now, why would you actually tint the windows in general on this car? I mean, I don't really think this thing fits it. Like, I just don't think it fits the window tint personally, but that's just me. But on top of all that, you're telling me that like, a mechanic, okay, in this game, can put on a spoiler like these. You know, he can do engine upgrades that make this thing go ridiculously fast, like turbo tuning, racing transmissions. He can change your suspension, everything. He can change the respray. He can change your headlights. He can change your hood, everything, even skirts. But what's the one thing he can't change? The color of the stock rims cannot be changed by a mechanic that has all this skill, unless they're glitched. Makes no sense at all. And how I have these white? Because this is how they come from the freaking podium. Makes no sense, Rockstar. No sense at all. Bulletproof tires. Oh, I didn't actually have them on this thing. Put them on. But, okay. So you just put those on there for $25,000. And you can't take them off. You can't take them off. Why can I take off tire smoke, but not the type of tire? You can change the entire rim. Okay, you can change the entire rim, and it will not actually work. Like, it will not change your bulletproof tires. It makes no sense. Why do you have to buy an entirely different car just to get those bulletproof tires off of it? Now, I am no expert on railroad crossings, but last time I checked, this is not a railroad crossing. First off, we only have one signal here. Second off, there's no crossing here. If you go behind this thing, you just walk across. Ooh, there's a freaking wall here. Or really a guardrail, but it acts as a wall. Okay? Yeah, maybe because there's no train crossing here, so why is this here? And if you're saying maybe this might be part of a museum, no, this is a factory plant next to me. There's no museum here. Why is this here? And I think it gets even better, because I don't even think this thing actually works whenever a train comes through here. But, I'll find that out. I'll be back in a few. Never mind, the trains are not coming here today, so, let's move on to the next one. Whenever you buy ammo from the interaction menu, We go to shotgun ammo, because that's what I need the ammo for. Or we can even just go here. Let's get this ammo, right? But, logically, where does the ammo come from? Like, you just sit here, and you run out of ammo, and then you just get more ammo from nowhere. I'm sorry, what? What sense does that even make? Makes no sense at all. You can just buy all this ammo from nowhere and then just use it in battle. Makes no sense at all. You can even buy like explosives and stuff from literally nowhere. Makes no sense. Now this next one is really interesting. So where do I go on here? And it's not here. At least I don't think it is. But even if it's not, we can still go over the car. So the current Sultan, actually we can just go on Benny's and not be lazy, but the Sultan, we probably already know exactly what the Sultan is, but for those of you who either have never played GTA 5 before or just straight up don't know what the Sultan is, then the Sultan is right here. This is the Sultan, and then we go to the customized thing, and there is the Sultan RS. Now the normal Sultan costs $12,000. And I believe you then pay like something like $800,000 or something along those lines, like $500,000, something like that, and it becomes a supercar. But then you go to the Sultan Classic, and it's $1,718,000. That price increase is such a Rockstar logic. It goes from being a $12,000 car, or even a free car, because you can just steal it off the street. So it goes from either a free or a $12,000 car, to a $500,000 to $800,000 car, to a $1.7 million car. It doesn't even perform that well. It's a sports classic, and yet it's costing pretty much the same amount as something like a Vapid FMJ or even a Devastate 8. Like, you just save about like $80,000 more dollars, like $80,000 more, and you can buy yourself a Devastate 8, a hypercar that can easily smoke that thing in literally any race at all. I mean, obviously it's completely your choice what you do with your money, but I'm just saying, like, why would you ever buy the Sultan Classic for that kind of price when you can spend the exact same amount of money on a much faster and, frankly, much prettier car? Like, you could even just buy this thing and have a lot of money left over, the Ocelot Penetrator, which is actually a pretty underrated car. It's actually in the super class, so yeah, actually highly recommend getting this thing. But apart from my recommendations, like, seriously, that price increase from this $12,000 to $800,000 to $1.7 million is such a Rockstar logic, and it's for a four-door sports car, like a little four-door sports coupe thing. Not really that worth it. Just a full Rockstar logic there. And while we're actually on the pricing thing, we have a couple of different vehicles to cover here. First off, the BF Club. What kind of BF Club is worth $1.28 million? Really? A $1.28 million, what looks like a VW Golf. Like, come on, man. Also, the Slam Truck. It's like a tow truck thing. Like, it's like this tow truck, okay? It's like a big tow truck ramp thing. And it's just not worth its asking price for $1,310,000. And even stuff like, especially like the BF Weevil for $870,000. The go-karts, the freaking go-karts, the Vito Classic and the Vito Modern. Modern is $995,000, basically $1 million, and the other one is $895,000. Why? What makes them this kind of price? What is giving them this kind of price? I think the most pronounced one is the Landstalker XL for $1,220,000 for an SUV that you can easily just find. Like, you can just find a normal Landstalker. Why do you have to have this Landstalker? Like, why? Why? This makes no sense at all. Just the way that they price these things. Like, even the Dinka Sugoi, the freaking Honda Civic, is $1.224 million. And the Drift Yosemite, like, it just keeps going on and on. There are so many things that are just not making any sense. Yeah, let's move on. Now, this one is pretty stupid, not gonna lie. So we just go down to the prison, right? And they just open up the gates for me. You know, we just go right here. The gates happily open up for you. But then you actually drive inside, and you get 4 stars! Wait, what? Okay, I just drove in here, they opened the gates for me, and I get 4 stars, okay? But it gets even better, because if I call Lester and get the cops off me, okay? Let's get the cops off us for a second.
What's going on?
Really?
I'll be keeping my eye on you. Goodbye.
In that case, let me actually get the cops on me real quickly. Someone's doing jailbreak right now, so I can't get the cops on me, like, with Lester. So, I'll just do that and get him. So, across the highway here. So, going inside the prison gets you 4 stars. But killing a prison guard gets you only 1, 2, something like that. If I kill one of these guys that are actually shooting at me, 2 stars. So, killing a prison guard gets you 2 stars, but entering the prison at all gets you 4. The fuck is that, Rockstar? Makes no sense at all. Why is killing them less of a crime than entering it? No sense at all. Now, I don't know if you guys actually watch me and NCS07's podcast, NCS and LamboCast. Go check it out on his channel. I'll see if I can link him down below so you guys can go check out that podcast. But recently I mentioned this on there as well, and that was the fact that just the way that Rockstar announced GTA 5 coming to the PlayStation 5. Now, the way that they did this was at the Future of Gaming event, okay? The Future of Gaming event. And they started the Future of Gaming event by showing us footage of a game from 7 years ago, okay? Showing us footage of that game from 2012, maybe even 2011 at that. At the Future of Gaming event, they showed us footage from 2011, 2012, something like that. It was a long-ass time ago. Like, it's like Rockstar can't seem to figure out what year it is. Like, it's 2020, it's 2021 now, but during the Future of Gaming event, it was 2020. And they're showing us footage from 2011, like, maybe even 2013. I don't actually know. It's either 2012, 2011, or 2013. One of those years. Still, no matter which one it is, it's still a very long time ago, and they should have shown us footage. And the footage they showed us was just the original trailer for this game. They didn't even show us, they didn't show us anything that was going to be expanded and enhanced. Like, they didn't show us anything like that. They just showed us the original game graphics. There was nothing new. They just showed us the old footage and told us nothing other than, oh, expanded and enhanced. They didn't actually show anything like that, though. And that is such a Rockstar logic. It is actually way too laughable. Just how much of a Rockstar logic that actually is. And also, not to mention the fact that they announced that they're going to be releasing a standalone version of GTA 5 for the PlayStation 5 as well. So, you know, in this game, whenever you can't load into a session, it just kicks you back into story mode. What happens when there's a standalone version of online when there's no story mode to get kicked back into? yeah, what happens then? Do you just stay in the clouds the entire time? I don't get it. I really don't. And I don't think half the people get it either. So, yeah, that's a Rockstar logic right there as well. And the final Rockstar logic was going to be, well, interesting to say the very least. So, we're going to renovations for the CEO office, and you'll see personnel, you can change, like, you want a male assistant or a female assistant. Like, it doesn't really matter which assistant type you have, but just for customization purposes there. Your organization name, you got stuff like that. You can change the color of it. You can do all kinds of stuff. I'll just do that, actually. But, gun locker. You can put that on if you want to. It's like $500,000 for a gun locker. But okay. But what's really interesting, though, is the safe. Because the safe literally serves no purpose other than to look at your money, and it costs $355,000. Why? Why would you ever want to buy a CEO office safe? For $335,000, you can look at your money that you earned. That's literally its only purpose. I wish I was joking, but I'm actually not. That is legit its only purpose. Just to look at the money that you've already earned. Just don't buy the office safe. But anyways, though, that'll be all for the Rockstar Logics today. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you did, then you know what to do. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Nerfmaster Lamborghini out.